Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about rating of circuit breakers and testing of circuit breakers. So these are the last two topics in your module 4. So first we will discuss about rating of circuit breakers. So these rating of circuit breakers are classified based on their duties under short circuit conditions. So first one is to open the contacts to clear the fault and to close the contact onto a fault and to carry a fault current for short time while another circuit breaker is clearing the fault. So based on these three things, based on their duties, one is clear the fault and close the contact, open the contact, close the contact and carrying the fault current for some time. So based on that, these circuit breakers are rated, and also in addition to that, in addition to major duties, and also these circuit breakers are rated based on their rated voltage, current, frequency, and following important ratings. One is breaking capacity, making capacity, short time capacity. So these are the things, these are the capacities: breaking, making, short time. So these CBs, these circuit breakers are rated. Okay. So we can based on the rate, based on the breaking capacity, based on the making capacity, based on the short time capacity. So these circuit breakers are so rated. Okay, and we will go to the testing of circuit breakers. So there are two types of tests we'll do in circuit breakers regularly. So one is routine test, another one is type test. So here we have these two types. Routine test, so it will perform every piece of circuit breaker in the presence of the manufacturer. So in company manufacturer itself, so we will do the routine test. So why we are doing this test, why we need to do routine test? So to identify, to confirm the circuit breaker is properly functioning or not. So to confirm that one only we will do routine test. So it is a routine test performed on every piece of circuit breaker in the premises of the manufacturer. So company there itself we will do the test, and the purpose of routine test is confirm the proper functioning of a circuit breaker or not. That is the one type. And type test, so these type tests are will do at laboratories, high voltage laboratories, to the test performed on small piece of the circuit breaker of each type to confirm their characteristics and rated capacities according to their design. So according to their design, so either operating performance is correct or not. So we will do this test at high voltage laboratories. So all those things, while we are doing both the test, routine and type test, we need to follow some standards. One is Indian Standard Codes, another one is International Electromechanical Commission standards and British standards. So these three standards we need to follow while we are doing the test. Okay. Again, one more test we will do on circuit breakers. One is short circuit test. So short circuit test we will do at the short circuit test stations. So there are two types of short circuit test stations we have. One is field type test station, laboratory type test station. So field type test station, so we will confirm the either all the parts of circuit breaker is functioning correctly or not. And laboratory type testing is high voltage testing. So we will do a laboratory test. So so that is a laboratory type test. So in field type test station, the power is required for the test is derived from the large power system, but it lacks flexibility. So here field type test, if you want to do in in the company. So we need some of the requirement like large power. So it is not possible in laboratories. Okay. So the drawbacks of the field type test we will see. For research and development works, a test cannot be repeated again and again without disturbing the power system. The power availability for test varies depends on loading conditions of the system. It is very difficult to control the transient recovery voltage, triple RV, etc. So here the drawback of these systems are, so we cannot do repeat and repeatedly. So since the power power distribution is not constant always, and it depends on load conditions, the power availability is varies, and it is very difficult to control the transient recovery voltage. So these are the drawbacks in field type testing. And laboratory type testing we will see. So in laboratory type testing, the power required for the test is taken from the special design generator. So one special generator we will install at power station and we will do the laboratory type testing. Okay. So in the laboratory for such testing, it is easy, you can do much better than the field type testing. So since we have separate generator at laboratory itself, so we can do repeated testing, but field type testing we cannot do repeated. So advantages of laboratory type testing we will see. So research and development work test can be carried out again and again. So in field type testing we cannot do again and again. So you can do again and again to confirm the design characteristics and capacity. So either it is correct or not. And current and voltage, restaking voltage can be controlled conveniently, but there in field type testing, so we cannot control the current, we can control the voltage. So here can control conveniently. The test for circuit breakers of large capacity can be carried out using synthetic testing. So test for capacitor, circuit breakers of large capacity can be carried out, but in field testing, so we cannot. So since it depends on power station, but here we have power generator. So separate generator we have, that's what. So those drawbacks in field type testing, so we can eliminate in laboratory type testing. So that is the one thing. But some drawbacks also is there in laboratory type testing. Since so we are installing the separate generating station, so that's what high cost of installation. So ability of limited power for testing of circuit breakers. So we have limited power, only one generator will be there, so we have limited power. That is only these two drawbacks. But compared to field type testing, laboratory type testing is suitable for testing of circuit breakers. So as per the study and research. Okay. So these are the tests generally we will do while we are testing the circuit breakers. Right. Next one. So this is about testing of circuit breakers. So in this video we have discussed about rating of circuit breakers and testing of circuit breakers. So these two are important. From these two topics, one question they will ask, explain the testing of circuit breakers. If they ask, we have to explain about first two tests, routine test and type test. Okay. And sometimes we will also conduct a short circuit test. Short circuit test is classified into two types, field type and laboratory type. So field type testing have more drawbacks. So since we will depends on the power station power, so lack of flexibility will be there, and we cannot control the restriking voltage and recovery voltage and triple RV. So here power availability very less, so sometimes it will gives more transient. That's what a field type test is not popular than the laboratory type testing. Laboratory type testing we will have we will have separate generator set, and we can do test again and again. So but field type testing we cannot do. So those drawbacks, field type testing, what are the drawbacks are there, we can eliminate. But only drawback in this laboratory type testing, cost is more, cost of installation is high. and availability of limited power also less. Availability of power is limited for testing of circuit breakers. So these are the drawbacks in laboratory type testing. Okay, right. So this is about rating and testing of circuit breakers. So okay, so with this your module 4 is completed. If you have any doubts, you can ask, you can send a message in WhatsApp, and otherwise you can call directly and you can ask. Okay, thank you everyone.